There, we have some breaking news to share. This is from South London, where at least 2 people have been injured in what officials are calling a terrorist-related incident. Metropolitan Police say officers have shot and killed the male suspect, and a local shopkeeper described this frightening chase and takedown to Sky News. Take a listen.
I see this guy literally running on a pavement, and behind him there was 2 or 3 police officers undercover with the gun and keep telling him stop, which he did not stop. And then I see that shot him 3 times. And yeah, it was just a horrible scene that I was seeing it. But a man was on the floor, and that it looked like he was carrying something in his luggage, which is police say maybe there's some device or something we have to evacuate.
BC's Molly Hunter is on the scene for us. I'll tell you, another terrifying day. I know we don't have a lot of details on who this person was or if it can officially be called terrorism, but certainly it terrorized those there in that south part of London.
Hey, Alex, that's right. And to be clear, the Met Police are calling it a terrorist-related incident, quote, terrorist-related. And it's really noisy because there is a chopper above me. I'm just going to show you. This is as close as we can get. We're behind a police cordon. Of course, that chopper, there were a lot more before. Police presence was really heavy. That response really fast. So we're in a neighborhood called Streatham. It's in South London. Alex, it's about 45 minutes away from where the NBC News Bureau is, which is in more central London. You see one police car right there, and you see that bus, which is actually, we think, blocking kind of the view of the high street, the main street of this neighborhood, Alex. And the attack happened just around the corner from where we are. So the whole high street, that whole main street is blocked off. But we don't know that much. It happened around 2 p.m. this afternoon, Alex. It's a Sunday afternoon, of course, in a very residential, heavy neighborhood. So families would have been out walking, you know, kids. That chopper's coming back around. I'm sorry, it's pretty hard to hear. But we have heard witness statements like the one you just played from Sky News. We spoke just moments ago with a couple people who live right across from the pharmacy, which is where the attack happened in front. They heard the gunshots this afternoon just after 2 p.m. They said it was terrifying. They did not want to go on camera, but they were so scared. And as you said, another really terrifying day in London.
Okay, and just to be clear, is this something, was he a knife-wielding attacker? So gunshots came from the Metropolitan Police. Just want to be clear how those 2 injured were injured.
That's correct. So all we know is from the Met Police. They've tweeted a couple of very short statements, and they say a man was shot dead by the Met Police, and it was a stabbing incident. They believe at least 2 people are injured, Alex. Again, early hours, that number may go up. The attack happened just around the corner, but 2 people, again, Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m., lots of families out, everyone off work, lots of, you know, shopkeepers, cafes around. So whether that number changes, we'll be sure to update you.
Okay, and I know police are asking everyone to stay away from the scene there, about 7 miles or so south of London proper. Okay, Molly Hunter, thanks for being there. Let us know what happens if anything changes and updates.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.